Hey guys, it's Viewmaster's Reactions, and we're back with Campaign 2, Episode 62. The YouTube video. I don't know what to call it now. The YouTube video? I want something more flashy. In the comments, let's decide on a name. Patreon Hour exclusive, I dig. What do we have over here? The YouTube Hour exclusive? I mean, it's not very exclusive because YouTube is for everybody. You let me know in the comments. Let's think. Let's brainstorm, come up with a cool, catchy title. Eye-grabbing, so we build our family of Critical Role friends on live streams and such. Either way, the last we saw, a 60-foot tree was grown out of the tower of our new home. All the neighbors could see it. Ford went next door. That's pretty much around where we ended. Ford went over, was like, yo, I want to meet the neighbors. The one dude is like, there's a 60-foot tree coming out of your house. Is that going to be like an all-the-time thing with all these lights and craziness? And he's like, that's how trees work. It wasn't probably the thing you should have said to your neighbor because he slammed the door in our face. He might have said goodbye, but then he slammed the door. And he probably wasn't too thrilled with our reply. If a guy goes, is this going to be like something you do all the time? And you're like, well, that's how things work, buddy. Then he's probably not going to take too kindly to you in the future. But I don't know. That's the least of our worries right now. There's a 60-foot tree. Caduceus is doing gardens. Caleb's got a library. We have a training room. Everybody's doing their thing. We have a laboratory. And we were talking with Not towards the end there, saying to Yeza, I want a bolt gun, like a bolt that shoots a fiery flare. I want some kind of crap we could throw on the ground that makes it like our people stick to it, or at least slows their movement down, something like that. I like where we're going because that's stuff we could probably do. We also dropped hundreds and hundreds of gold on Caduceus's things going on with whatever the heck he's doing over there, or up there, I should say. Everyone kind of pitched in. It seemed like the only one who didn't think it was a great idea was Not, aka Sam. I could see it in his face a little bit. Also, I feel like we were wasting a great deal of time. Matt said it was upwards of a week that we've been rearranging this house, and we just got done being told by Ukatoa that Ford is wasting too much time. So like immediately after he just got his warlock powers back, we're wasting time. I mean, it's cool. I dig it. I'm totally fine with it. I'll sit there for a month and build a house and decorate and everything else. But it's coming right off the heels of Ford being told, get your ass in gear and get this shit done. And I feel like we are messing around with things we do not want to mess around with. So Ford, it's his own fault. I said this at the end of the Patreon hour. It's his own fault because he needs to step up and be like, guys, I lost my powers for a little bit. Shit is getting dicey. We got to go get my thing done, or something's got to be done. But he's not communicating with his people. None of his people know. So even though they heard it, they don't know it as characters. He has to communicate or we're all going to die. Let's just jump in. You want to see more of what I do? In the description of every video is a link for Patreon. You'll get the Patreon Hour exclusive for every episode of Campaign 2, Vox Machina, Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Person of Interest, Legend of Korra, Death Note, hundreds of shows and movies, seasons ahead of what you're seeing on YouTube. Check the link in the description if not. Campaign 2, Episode 62, Domestic Respite. I just realized it says Domestic Respite. I kept saying Domestic Respite. I just didn't read it all the way. I saw Resp, and then I just went with Repute. Respite. Rasputin. Either way, it's respite.
I heard about these like little bags of things you throw down. It makes the ground
all right, that's what I was talking about.
Sticky,
bags of stuff
We could try and work
that make the ground icky and sticky.
Okay.
You two are dangerous together.
And that's what I ended
Anything
it.
you want to, Caleb.
I will get back to you on that, if that's okay.
So this is all fresh from here on.
Okay.
Maybe even a smoke bomb or two. I don't know.
This is where I was talking about in the beginning with Not and Yeza. Even though we are told now when Yeza is present,
I did have a
it's
specific
Beth.
question for you.
Or at least when the two of
Something
them
that
are
I've been
together.
Putting off for a while because we had bigger
We
things
even
on
wrote
our
on
plate,
the bedroom, Beth and
but,
Yeza. Not
a while
Not
back you
and
mentioned
Yeza.
a specific letter
Oh.
that you wrote on my behalf, or
Oh,
tell me again.
we're tapping
because
into
I
that
remember
letter.
what you said, but I'm not sure I understand what
I
you said.
felt extremely guilty at the time. I thought that I was being helpful, trying to get you some sort of connection with your past. But I didn't know that your past was...
Did you get the sense from my story that I had fond connections of that past?
Of her, yes.
What did you say?
I didn't. I wrote a letter, not even to the girl, Astrid, but I think it was to her school, if I remember correctly.
From whom?
From an interested party that was unnamed.
Did you name anything, list anything? Did we have any connection
We haven't
to it?
touched on
I
this in
said
a while.
something, and I could be wrong about this. If only I had your keen memory. Jester, get in here. Oi, Jester.
We're working on
Why
something.
is
What
there
it-
paint all over you?
Everybody, that's what
making some
Ford said
modifications. What?
last episode.
Working on
Patreon
it.
hour.
helped me
We're
with
working
this.
on it.
Ford is like, why are you covering paint? She's like, because I'm a painter.
There was
And I
an
said,
Astrid. We wrote a letter to Astrid.
that doesn't
I feel
necessarily
like
mean you should be covered in
remember this
paint.
was a while
That
back.
means you're
We
a
were in
sloppy painter.
the damn
I know
shall
painters,
say.
like myself.
Moment.
I barely get anything on me. I'm very careful. I don't
You
like
have
getting
explained
paint on me.
that, Astrid.
Ruins even when I'm wearing shitty
Jester.
clothes. I just don't like being covered in
You
paint.
talk to
The
me
paint
about
gets on your
Astrid.
car. It always goes downhill. The second you get paint on you, you touch
Yeah.
something, you touch a person, you touch a
I
car,
just-
You
everything
didn't-
gets covered.
She
Was it a
didn't say
secret?
who Astrid was. She just said Astrid, and I just wrote it. If there's something I'm not supposed to know or
I didn't
something.
know it was such a secret.
But
just
you
told me
said
that
her
she was an
name.
old friend of yours from when you were a student.
Yeah.
You seemed like you liked her a lot, Caleb.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just inquired about her whereabouts as an interested party. I think we said something about being relatives needing to.
I can't remember
contact
the
her for some
specifics.
sort of-
Yes, we said we were going to offer her a lot of money or something,
I
right?
think it was like an inheritance that we had to
Oh,
file
right.
for her.
yes, yes,
so
yes.
we didn't say anything
What
about
about
I was
a
gonna say-
return address or
I
Yes,
believe this was at
that-
the
at the-
Pillow Trove.
Yes, it was at the pillow.
We-
You know, we should really go back to
I
Zidane.
think we said if you have any information, send it to the Pillow Trove.
Oh my gosh!
Oh,
you know what I'm going to do?
my God, so it could be there.
What?
I'm going to send a message to the owner of the pillow trove.
Yes, I was just gonna say,
Okay.
and ask if anybody
Hi, it's me,
sent
Jester
any information. I
Lavore.
love
used
this.
to stay there. Have there been any letters or packages for me?
I was blue.
I was blue.
Blue little tiefling girl, very chaotic.
There's a mild pause.
Oh my God, I hope he says I got a response.
Yes, I recall. There is a package here. Yes.
What is it? Oh my God. Oh, he's not gonna be able to know though.
I guessed it again.
He's not gonna know. Yeah, like
Who's
what
the
are we gonna say?
package from that?
open it up.
Oh,
What's in it?
Open it up. What is in it?
Yeah, we're gonna
Tell
have
me
to tell him
about it.
because
We are not allowed to open packages.
that's what I was.
Just to deliver them as is required by senders. From a Kaliana.
Oh, it's Kaliana.
Oh, it's my pen pal.
That
my
was-
pen pal.
That's right.
Kaliana sent us
The
a
friend.
package.
Yeah, that was Matt's friend, right? Kaliana. Wasn't that
have to
Matt's
go back
friend
to
that
Zidane.
guested it?
What if it was like baked
Callie?
goods or something? I bet they're really gross now.
There is also a letter, it seems.
Astrid.
There's a letter.
Send
There's a letter.
Ask
it
again.
doing-
Use your
Oh.
fucking spell again.
Oh my
I
God.
send
No, you
another-
need that stone. Never mind. That was,
I send another message. Who's the letter from? Is it for? Is
Open it.
open it up.
You have my permission.
You have my permission.
I would require the permission in person.
I was gonna say,
Letter.
there's no way somebody
It
would
is
do
from
that
the
over.
Solstice Academy. It seems official.
It seems official from the Solstice Academy.
It seems official.
This got way better.
Never go back to
you've seen
Zidane.
this wizard.
We'll never go
Go
back.
to Zidane. And if we do,
No, we have to go back to Zidane. That's where my dad is.
we'll kill the owner, burn down
Who
her
will kill my
establishment,
God?
and no one will ever know that we were ever there or that it existed.
We will never go back to Zadash. Or we go back, burn
any
the
mention
pillow
of any
trove
of
to the
us,
ground, and
of-
kill the owner who
Anyone
read
you
it.
know?
I think we said our name was like not. We said that like not in Lavore lawyer.
Oh, we did.
We put our name on it.
You used the name Lavore.
Lavore
Maybe not. Maybe I didn't.
not is
Maybe it was
not
just
is
my luck.
already incriminating enough. Lavore
Maybe we did.
could connect to
It might have
her.
been. not the brave or something?
I can't
No,
remember.
that's probably
I
not
honestly,
what
I
it is.
remember the letter, but I don't remember the
Company
specifics.
Attorneys at law. or
Let me
something.
elaborate a little bit, Jester. Not to know some of this, but Astrid and other people that I used to know would not take kindly to finding me. And I worry about any openings that we have made for them now. That is mitigated somewhat by the concept that we have revealed ourselves to hidden eyes in front of the Empress. But I worry slightly about your mother. Maybe.
That's my worry.
If you use that name.
Yeah, if you
Maybe.
use that name, that'll directly connect to her mother. Not the brave.
Your mother is...
All we got to worry about is
famous.
ourselves. That can't connect to anybody but Not.
She is.
Not doesn't even have a clan anymore, and even if she did, they are miserable and should die.
I don't know.
Do you think they're going to hurt her?
They might
Have you
question
spoken to her
her.
recently?
Yeah, I speak to her almost every
They
night.
might question her. They might be like,
Every
"Yo."
other night. So I go a little long sometimes, and I should
don't
call
know.
my mama more, honestly.
See, even if they connect in name,
I did talk to
I don't know
her
how far they'd
very
go because they really
I want to help you
wouldn't
see her, but
know
we should
if
be
they're
very careful.
on the right. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of Lavors, but
Okay.
they might go.
But you can-
That is a
you can
famous
take us
Lavor.
to
It doesn't mean
Nicodrans
it's
whenever we need to
connected.
go.
Now, yes.
We know it is, but they might
It's
not.
just one layer of complication. Maybe.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I just wanted you to have a friend.
I mean,
Have friends.
it also doesn't mean
Yeah, at the time,
whatever
it
the
was
letter
really
is
touch
bad.
and go, you
Maybe it's
know?
Astrid like, "Yo." I mean, I don't know.
This was
That,
right
it sounds
after the
bad.
mud on your face thing, and I felt really guilty.
Yeah, it's as much my fault as anyone.
No, don't
No,
blame
no,
yourself.
it's
It's our fault.
It's definitely Not's fault.
It's
Well, I mean,
definitely
you
not
could've-
fault.
Because you told me to
You could
do
have
it.
stopped me at any
I
moment.
didn't know what I was doing, so
Well, neither did I.
obviously
You
I'm
think I
very.
know what I'm doing?
I mean,
super-
it's both their faults. I'll distribute guilt equally to both of them.
I think the time when someone comes to find me is inevitable at this point, but that is possibly one point.
I
of
mean, we
entry.
do have to face it at some point, but not like that, and not at the
So, but-
risk of hurting her mother.
Do you like Astrid?
I did, yeah.
Oh,
Maybe she'll just want to hang out and be friends again.
that's what I'm saying. What if the letter's like, "Yo,
I don't know.
good to hear from you. Let's
For a while,
chill."
she was
I
the
mean, I
one,
doubt
but
it,
That was a long time
but
ago.
it's possible. It could be like no one's looking for you.
Okay.
Let bygones be bygones.
Stumbling away from that one.
Loving you from the Solstice
The
Academy.
only corner you had to.
No way. So
Oh,
much as
no.
I've been waiting on. Boo, 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 boo.
Ah! Hang on.
Stop snoring and open the door.
Yeah.
Who's napping? Bitch. Yeah.
When are you intending to get in touch with Dyron?
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't think we should freeball this any longer. I think we need to bring her in. And
I just slowly close the door.
I'm going
Caleb.
to talk to you through the door and everyone will hear me, or you can let me in because
Can
this
I
is
open
important.
the
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you better. Like, I mean, you're in a position where he's just going to scream and yell. You got to
Well,
kind of
we
like
need to have
put
some
a.
sort of plan, Beauregard.
Why? What with her? Why?
With her who?
Dyron.
Yeah.
Why?
Because we have just made an allegiance with the leaders of a foreign power.
Yeah.
We better come clean with her and
She
let her
does not want
understand.
you cavorting with them, but
Yeah.
we are. For
If
the
she
purpose.
finds out before we
I
tell her,
want the Cerberus
not good.
assembly to burn, but the dynasty is not going to stop if they do, and we need something to fill that vacuum if we have even a chance of doing that. Are Dyron and your cobalt soul willing to fill that vacuum? To keep the empire going if we rip the cancer out as we have spoken of? What are we doing? I mean, I have ideas, but
I have been going to sleep every night trying to figure that out. I don't know what we're doing.
My
I'm an
apologies.
initiate.
Oh, I just realized that Sam had a blue shell.
More or
from
less in training to
Mario
be an
Kart.
expositor. I
I think you may have graduated ahead of time, Beauregard.
yeah, I think so too. I don't know if Dyron would hug me or kill me if she knew what was happening. And I can continue to spin it. I can do that. I can continue to spin it. And let her think that we're continuing to walk the line here and continue to report. But everything that I report is going to have to be cherry-picked and strategic. And the more information I give up, the more it can.
I
jeopardize
understand what
everything we're
Bo's
doing.
saying. It makes sense, but
Neither of us are traitors to the
if
Empire.
it's one of those things, if you
Not yet.
get caught before you come clean,
You and
it's
I know what
way
we are
worse.
doing.
You're better off putting a spin on it and having it
Byron
more
can give us
lean your
legitimacy.
way before they
We
come
just,
to conclusions.
We did hand over like their super awesome relic that can change time or make babies or whatever that the Empire definitely stole, and now we
Change
have
time
a
or make
house
babies.
that was just kind of gifted to us in the capital enemy city. But
have
you're right, we're
also-
not traitors
We have
yet.
also moved 1 inch closer to healing a wound, and there are many, many, many steps left.
This is new music too. I
You're
dig
here
it.
to root out corruption. In our home, you want to root out corruption. Dyron wants to root out corruption. My whole childhood is mired in it. And maybe we work one side and get what we want on the other.
Caleb
But
and
I
Bo
don't
have
think we can
great
just run roughshod over the Empire and
conversations.
do whatever we want. We're going to get
because
killed.
neither of them are.
We also might get killed here.
Too
we are
jokey or
humans in a very
chaotic.
unwanted territory.
And they're probably, I mean, they're both
We are
human.
gambling, to
That's
be
a,
sure.
that's a thing.
I think every day is
I
going to
feel
be
like they
a gamble.
communicate.
Well, so what do you want to do? You do want to keep
On
Dyron
each
on
other's
the outside
levels.
of this, or bring her in? Think about it. You don't have to answer me now.
I
but
think we got to bring her
think
in.
about it.
I think it's foolish to keep. I
would
understand
like
the
to
concern.
talk to her before we run into each other.
Yes, that
Because you know
definitely.
how awkward that is when, like, you know, you left it with things kind of hanging and then you run into each other and you're like, oh, I meant to call, I swear. Sorry, I haven't, messaged you back. So I don't want that to happen.
That's all my conversations.
That's all my conversation. I mean, kind of.
Hey,
Think about it. Think about it.
I have a question. It's totally unrelated. I just want to know. Are you in love with the knot?
No,
I wouldn't have thought
You
that.
sure?
very sure.
Yeah, I think he just really cares for her.
All right. Because, man, that tension.
Sam was like, "What the hell?" I never thought it was romantic. I mean, it's come across in conversation. Do you think it is?
I mean,
I've
it's
never
like, I
once,
know.
maybe once or twice,
Okay,
early
well-
I'm just saying
on.
it got
But like of
there
recent,
was
I never really
some
thought
vibes kicking.
of it
There's
as
some
romantic. I
pheromones
think it's
going
just
on
very
on that moorbounder.
like brotherly or fatherly love.
You are tuned into a specific frequency that is not my frequency. So, this is not a good conversation. Thank you. Think about that, please.
As I close the door, I just whisper to myself,
It
I
got-
knew that wouldn't get him out of my fucking room.
I knew that would get him out of my fucking. Yeah, see, was that really what she did?
It's okay.
Did she really do it?
And I'll just shut up for an hour. When this guy is out to shop or look around, I'm gonna go sit and wait in his room and wait up for him to come back.
Oh, motherfucker.
Okay.
When he's doing that, me and Caduceus
All right,
are turning
Caleb's
this
done
area
for now. I like the talk.
into a
I
spa.
also was
We figured
Bo
out how to
actually
set it
trying to
up.
get him
Do
out of
it,
the
we're
room
gonna
because
do
it did
it.
work
Did you say
quite
spa?
well.
Yes.
But if
We're
she
making a hot
wasn't,
tub. We're like
Make a
a
hot
little
tub.
I think she was just trying to
Oh, yeah.
redirect the
Korean water.
conversation.
Very easy to just make a little heater.
It's very
for the
easy to
thing.
do,
Yeah.
actually. Well, heater. How do you?
We're underneath it. We're going to make like a
I'm-
pizza
There's a hot
oven,
spring
sort
there.
of.
Yeah. You just have a thing so that the water.
Just have a thing so that I can throw a firebolt in the bottom.
That too will also. I will say. The Okay. All right. Okay.
What is she doing?
Okay. Create and destroy water would be very helpful here.
No.
Is she just showing us where they're at?
One thing to note too: the central portion of that tower, the roots are growing through the stone. There's
gorgeous.
The spot's on the bottom floor, but I'm just letting you know, on the halfway up, the actual roof above, where the tree kind of connects with from underneath, there's about 1.5 feet of just dozens and dozens of thick roots that are all kind of dangling through that have pushed through the stone.
Perfect.
Gorgeous.
And you build the spa. Yeah.
But see, the way he's describing the
fifth level
roots,
spells.
I'm assuming it is going
First level spells,
intertwining throughout the entire
proper use of
stone wall.
magic.
But how far
This is how
down?
I'm getting
Because
rid of
my fear
frustration
is
that I
he
can't easily
describing
figure
that
out
it's
how that
structurally
sword
sound, or describing that it,
need
with
to
the
soak
weight
through
of the
it.
tree,
There you
could
go.
rip the
you just
top
tried
of the
putting
tower off?
pieces back
Because if it
Not yet,
joined
no.
just at the top, and that tree gets a strong
Maybe
wind at
magic.
60 feet high, it could
No, it
easily
needs to go
rip that
north
tower
to the
right
elf.
off. But if it's throughout like everything,
Okay. So you guys
interweaved, I don't know.
take
I don't
about-
know.
It takes most
I
of
keep
the time
thinking
waiting
about
for
it
you
because
to
of the fact that
even,
I've built houses.
to create the lights. Doesn't take you too long to make the spa. Between that and the painting, you guys are done with
Oh, yeah,
events
we're-
until it comes to the time that you're
toast.
expecting. All right, you said something not worth it.
No, it's just
Worth
gonna
it.
Chemistry that stuff.
Okay, because you have
So
is it helping you?
more than half
I
of
will
us are pretty
say
much done with
it
what we
is
did.
Intelligence based is so intelligence modifier with your proficiency modifier with advantage. An additional, I'll say +2 on top of that, just for having you as his help.
All right.
Okay.
So your proficiency modifier is +4.
Plus
Intelligence
4.
3.
7 + 2.
7
+9
plus-
with these rolls
plus
with advantage.
9.
So what do you want to create?
Some sort of flare or
Plus
tracer
9.
bolt.
many do
With
you wanna make?
advantage.
3.
3. I would say it would be 10 gold worth of materials per bolt, so 30 gold to create the 3.
Great.
Go ahead and make some rolls for me. First one with advantage.
With advantage. And it's +9.
15 plus all those numbers.
24.
Plus with advantage.
Yep.
Yep. So not a problem creating that.
13 plus all those numbers.
All right.
21.
10 plus all
Or
those
22.
numbers.
I mean.
19. Okay, yeah. So you make 3 flare bolts.
Cool.
All right. So he rolled.
Essentially, what you do is
19 was his
they have a
lowest roll.
fuse to the back of it. You ignite the fuse and then fire it upward, and it burns it off as it arcs upward.
Awesome.
And it burns off by the time it hits the end of your range in the bolt.
Okay.
So the long range.
120.
point. Yes.
Cool.
But it burns along the path.
All right. So we got
one
flare
tanglefoot
bolts.
bag and one smoke bomb of some
Okay.
sort.
Tanglefoot bag is the thing he
Tanglefoot
said
bag,
it impedes
that-
their
The
speed.
materials there, technically they don't have them in here, so we'll be kind of mixing it up as we go. That will act as loosely an entangle spell
Okay.
with a smaller 10-foot radius as opposed to a,
Okay.
or I'm sorry, yeah, I'll say 10-foot radius. Why not? Sure. With a DC of 12. So write that down. DC of 12, 10-foot radius.
Great.
So to create one of those, I'll say 50 gold worth of materials.
Woof.
Damn.
Okay.
We're really using up gold. Between all of the interactions we just
With
had.
advantage still?
Yep.
I mean, at
14
least
plus
not
all
as
those-
getting
Okay, yeah, DC was 20 on that.
supplies.
So
Or like,
you
like
have one of those.
stuff we could
Okay,
use in
great.
battle,
And
I should
smoke
say.
bomb,
Because everyone got supplies.
I'll say 5 gold materials. It's not too much.
All right.
Okay.
So altogether,
Yeah.
almost 100 gold. Little shy of 100 gold for
16.
everything.
16
Plus
plus 9.
things.
Yeah, totally.
Damn, everything
25.
is made.
Alright.
So the smoke bomb is an action to
I don't even
use,
think Sam needed the plus
and
2 for
until
Yeza.
the end of your next round.
I feel like we could have had
in
everything successfully
5-foot
done
radius around
with
you.
just our regular modifiers.
You have it is heavily obscured
Okay. Just 5-foot radius. Okay. Like 5 foot on both
on
sides?
each side. Yeah.
Okay.
So as you throw it down, and then that area right there becomes heavily obscured.
Where did Batman go?
All right. Where did Batman
essentially.
go?
I'm just going to enjoy
Smoke
making all of
bomb.
these things over the hours with Yeza, helping him, watching his deft, nimble hands dance across the chemicals.
Though you have a few things as well to surprise him with, and the two of you together, it's less. You noticed in the time that you've spent working on your own chemicals and your adventuring, the dynamic becomes less of chemist and assistant and more partners.
And can I try one more thing?
Sure.
What's the last one? I like where Knott's
more
going because
controlled, contained fluffernutter.
no way, an actual working
Still,
fluffernutter.
no fuse or anything.
I mean,
just something
it
I can
worked
throw,
every time. It's just
and
more.
someone else will blow it up, maybe.
Or I can throw
Okay.
it. You can blow it.
Or you can throw it and I can blow it up.
Okay. I will consider it the same as like blasting powder or a stick of dynamite.
The
Also,
fluffernutter.
it'll be 50 gold to try and create.
Oh, that's so much.
Jeez Louise.
We are spending today, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, no,
honestly,
it's fine.
Knott doesn't
I'll
spend a
take
lot
it.
of money though.
Hold on,
Knott's
I'm gonna go ahead
pretty
and do
good.
one thing.
I don't need this gold to, save my
no,
child or anything.
that
It's fine.
might actually.
Hey, I was a superstar on the lacrosse team, according to my pictures and resume.
That's believable.
We go to.
Played soccer.
Yeah, I was really good.
So yoked.
What position did you play?
Foot guy.
The kicker.
The catcher.
Catcher, the striker. I just watched Cliffhanger last night.
Does anyone else need
The
any
old
chemistry
original
shit?
with Sylvester Stallone, 1993. It was the
I need you to
30th
get
anniversary
my,
edition.
my hair
Or at
oil.
least, I don't know if it was the 30th anniversary edition, but it was on for the 30th anniversary.
Yeah.
She bought
I was like,
some
holy crap.
stuff.
Okay. We can look at the
30th
hair oil.
anniversary. I felt like,
Let me know and
I mean,
make sure
it is
it's
an
not
older movie,
gross
but I feel like it holds up pretty good.
It'll help make sure the garden's all right.
Fluffernutter very seriously.
I would say sorry. It would be 50 gold to purchase. I'm gonna say for materials because you're making it 25.
Okay.
All right,
Just save
we
some.
saved some money. Yeah, we cut it in half. We cut our price in half. Because he's
13
saying that's
plus
what it would
9,
cost to buy.
Yeah, I think. Okay.
I mean, like,
so
I
you
feel like we
also
should at
have
least cut the
yeah,
cost in half if we
fluffernutter
created
It's just gonna
ourselves.
make its way there like plumbing
which
pipes.
acts as the same as dynamite or blasting powder.
I am so happy.
Okay.
That's it.
All right, so finish the construction there. Anybody else have anything else they want to accomplish?
Yasher?
Yeah,
Yeah, sure.
I would love to pick up my bracers and
Yeah, forged, comfortable. They're made in specifications.
Oh, that's right.
And the shapes that
Yasha
were
got
sent ahead and
from
were
Waterstone.
crafted for you.
yes, is there an enchanter in town or anything like that?
Make an investigation check.
Yo, girl, pick up my clothes.
Oh, that's right. Wait, we all gotta pick up our clothes.
You did, but mine.
Yeah, it's cocked.
I will say you did.
Where is my investigation? 10?
Okay.
3 days later.
Magical enchanting is not a common thing to be found in most areas of the city. I mean, even just the encounter you had with the invulnerable fragrance Zadash was one of the few in the Empire, and only because Zadash is one of the larger cities of the establishment. Asking around, the best information you get is that you'd probably have to commission somebody at the.
I feel like we've
Wellington's
gone over
Conservatory.
this, right? With enchantments.
Okay.
I mean, it's good to be refreshed, and maybe I'm wrong.
Alright.
Maybe I heard it somewhere else.
Could do.
Yeah.
But I
we'll
feel
take
like
it.
somebody told us.
Head on over.
Or maybe it was in the live stream. I feel like somebody told us you
Would anyone
usually
like
have
to go to the
to
Marble Tomes?
do
I'm
specific
gonna
things
head
or go
over
to
there
specific
for,
people to
I just
have
have to ask
enchantments
some
done.
things.
Gosh, I want you so bad. We're just making this spa, and
It's
like,
just been
don't
really
have
taking up
time.
everything right now.
I'll go with you. Yeah?
I'm gonna paint it.
Okay.
Of course.
So Bo and Yasha are going?
Wait, what are the like a library?
That's where Waco is.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
Wacko,
Yeah,
wacko,
I would go.
wacko.
I'll go too because I'm on board.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like a reverse soccer shopping episode for you.
I said it many times already, but I still think Ford needs to open his mouth. Like, see how Caleb went to Bo and was like, yo. Or he just went to everybody. He went to Bo, then he went to Sam and Jester, or not and Jester.
They belittle you.
He's
You
like, yo,
guys arrive.
I gotta
You
make sure
recognize
everything
sometimes
is the
you've
way
been
it needs
here
to be
with
before shit hits
Caleb
the fan.
to eventually
Ford's got to
talk your way through and
I
find
guess
at
he's
least
just
one of the guards who was here
afraid.
previously when you had met with Wacom.
The same humans. Yes, those humans. Yes.
Yes.
Perfect.
Charmed your way in again.
Charmed your way in again.
Every time.
I'm trying.
Okay.
We haven't had a manners lesson in a while. Getting
You're going
rusty.
as well?
Getting rusty on the
So the
map.
three of you step into the Marble Tomes Conservatory. You ask for enchanting services. Normally, they are relegated specifically with these times as part of the war effort. They have their approvals you have to go through because most of the enchanters are currently in the process of developing things for use on the front lines or any of their
I'm very curious
various
to see what
scouting
Wako is
missions
going to.
or
I mean, we're on very
independent
good terms, I guess,
strike
with Wako,
crews.
considering.
However, because you do have the
Wako
beacon
did
of the Bright
say,
Queen,
you're
and
lucky.
depending on
I
the
deal either
time
way I
commitment
do.
involved, they say, well,
Having effing humans.
let me have a
got
conversation with
very,
one of the enchanters, and they
very
call out
aggressive
for
about
somebody
the
who
humans.
arrives. You see a very young, kind of fresh-faced, dark elf woman, the equivalent of what you would expect a late teens human, as far as like just kind of bright-eyed and excited, smooth, young skin.
She's
maybe,
100.
You don't know. You're not even there.
Honestly, I was kind of thinking, like, he
Did
is.
they like leave Ford and Caleb behind?
He is
The
saying
four
very
of us went
fresh.
walking together.
Oh, you're
I
right.
don't
Okay,
think
I
she's
thought you said you
100.
were
I
still waiting
think
for
I
him.
think she's probably young.
That happens at some
She's
point.
probably
in this week.
young for
Okay,
an
got
elf.
you.
Let's say
Alright,
that.
so you're joining him. All right.
But he's saying very
But they
fresh,
they step out
young,
and,
looking,
Hello, I am Enchanter Yun.
dark
and
elf.
I've been. This is a curious group.
Hello.
The most curious, yes, but
Yes.
blessed by
Right.
she herself.
I've heard rumors. People have been talking of the visitors. Yes. Are you them?
Some
the
of them.
visitors.
Yeah.
Sounds
just,
like we're aliens. We are the
I
visitors.
think I would actually get a chance to see you. That is. You've become quite a conversation piece in the conservatory.
Only good things, I hope.
Primarily.
Has Wako spoken
I
well
think,
of us?
if anything, we're more just
Nobody
like
really
a
speaks to
mystery to
Wako,
people.
but,
And we've only
there's
done
been,
good things.
Rumors spreading of
We're a pretty chill group
know,
of people.
the human folk, the expats, helping the queen.
Ouch.
Cool.
We come with a bit of business, though.
Yes.
Our friend here is.
Right.
I have these bracers, and I wanted to see if you could, by chance, enchant them.
Let me see.
Yeah.
These were finally made. They are definitely ready for an enchantment. What sort of enchantment are you looking for, I might ask?
Looking for something that would, give me a little bit more protection.
Protective magic, right? More of an abjuration
Yeah.
based. That could be done, yes.
I feel like during Talks Machina, Yasha said,
Something similar
Ashley
to what
Johnson
she
said,
is holding right there. maybe?
Yes,
that she
was the
wishes she
inspiration.
did more as,
Yes,
in the way of
same with
armor
this
class
precious
kind of
gold
stuff.
ring.
So I guess this is the way.
Maybe. Let me see. Yes, something
way.
like that could also be done. I will say it is an expensive and timely process, time-consuming process.
What's it
depending on
cost?
how much you want to pay. Time can be quicker because we get more enchanters to help out to cut the time in half. For one such
That's
an
pretty cool.
enchantment here,
5,000.
would run about
3,000.
3,000 gold.
Bam!
pieces,
I changed my mind real quick.
What if
and would take roughly.
I bet you 5,000 will get it done in half the time.
I would say about 10 weeks.
10 weeks.
weeks?
But
Five
if you were to pay an additional
thousand to
say 60% onto that price, we can have a second enchanter and have it done in 5 weeks.
5,000. So half the time.
Rich from my
60%.
blood. I will
Yeah.
take the ring.
60%.
Thank you for the information, though.
No problem.
It's about
well,
5,000.
services are available.
Because 50% would be 1,500.
At least as long as you carry those.
It's a little under 5, probably like
emblems,
4,600,
but,
4,700. They'll do it in
If we
half
did
the
like
time.
a payment plan situation,
Layaway.
a layaway.
Like,
meaning-
enchant it now, and I'll come back at another
Not to
time
brag,
and
but
pay it off.
right now I could offer you 455 gold pieces.
That's a
That's
good
all I
down
have.
payment. I think that's a good
So-
down payment. 455. That's about a
Be
sixth
to
of the
start,
price.
and then whenever they're ready, I can come back and
Most
and
of
give
the
you more
time,
money
you
every
need a
time.
10%
some.
I
down
will tell you
payment.
this.
That is more than 10%. Almost 15, 20%. Probably closer to 20%.
If you could provide at least 1,000 gold, we could begin and expect the remainder of payment upon completion. Should you
We got a lender 545.
wanted quicker still, for the half-time period, 1,500 gold in a 5-week creation process. This is under the expectation that should you not turn up for the remainder amount,
we keep the money.
The forfeit is forfeited
Yeah,
to
it's like you lose your deposit.
the dynasty, and it is to be outfitted to one of our elite soldiers.
What would you say if we were to offer
like
our
it.
services for a slight discount on that item?
That's also what I was thinking, because we
Surely
can
there's
barter.
some dirty work you need done.
Yeah, like
Me? No, not
Waco,
I-
though.
I spend most
Waco
of
said,
my
"Come
time
back, I might have
spent,
work.
to be
Maybe
honest,
we
most
could
of my life
make a
within
deal with
these walls,
Waco."
Since coming of age, but I mean, I'm sure there are means of making coin throughout these times.
Oh, there's no shortage of that. Just
Did we ever
curious if you needed any particular
Find out what
itches
the
scratched.
enchantment's gonna do.
Me? No, I'm just, and you see your eyes get a little embarrassed. I'm more of a researcher.
Fair enough. Yasha, I have the other half of that 1,000 if you want it.
That's a lot of money, Ford.
545.
You gotta get some fucking protection. You get hit.
Yeah, it's
all
helping the
time.
team.
Yeah, I do.
Yep.
It is helping the team. Did we
It's almost
find
like
out
I've
what
seen
this
it
enchantment?
myself.
I don't
pay
know
you
if we
back.
got the specifics.
How about that?
I'm assuming it's
Okay.
the best we're gonna do.
All right,
I'm
for leaving
assuming
1,000, I'll leave these, and we'll come back for. I'll bring the rest.
so. We got 10
10
weeks.
10 weeks.
Maybe we can speed the process along.
Maybe we can speed the process up.
Here,
Throw in a
few
little
weeks.
more later.
Yeah.
Catch it up.
Yeah.
Right, yes, you come back. If there is more money to be put down, we can definitely hire then an additional enchanter with the rest of the amount to be given upon receipt.
I would have went to Waco. Now that we
Like
have
I
a
said,
relationship,
you have
like
to agree
say you want to
that
buy a
this
TV,
payment is
and you know a
forfeit
guy
if
that
you do
owns a
not
TV
return to
store.
pick up the item.
Are you going to go to the salesman
Within the 10
and say,
weeks.
"Yo"? I mean, I don't know how
for the
this
footprint.
operation works, but I feel like we should go to Waco and go, "Yo, could you
That is easy
help
for
us
us.
out
That's
here?
fine.
Could you pay that off, or make a
We'll make
deal
that.
with them on the side where we could work for you, or pay you, or
So you guys pay
I don't
1,000
know."
gold?
But either way,
Distributed
I want
over.
those bracers enchanted.
What was the
Is Yasha really
1,000
that
gold.
important?
3K total.
3,000.
Public
Uh-huh.
book area? Because I know there's a special book area. Is there?
I'm
a public
hoping it
book
at least
area?
boosts us by
Where we can
plus
get
2 on our
this
AC.
place or no?
At least, hopefully,
No,
more,
this
maybe.
is, asking around, you get the sense that this library contains a lot of very sensitive, arcane information that is considered both important, historically powerful, as a lot of arcane depositories are. But also not suppository. That's a arcane suppository is another.
Arcane suppository.
I can see forever. But also, if they have any dunamantic elements, those are probably very much considered of
Travis's
interest
face.
to anyone
Dunamantic.
directly within the states.
The word is
or
just funny sounding.
of approved
Dudamancy.
interest.
Ford and I to create a distraction?
No.
Okay.
No, we are going to earn this the proper way. Before we leave, write out a handwritten invitation to Professor Waco to visit the first Kryn treehouse here in Losana,
Alrighty.
and leave it with
The first Kryn treehouse.
Okay.
We are
As
the
you guys are
first
returning,
treehouse.
as you approach the exterior of the house, you see a familiar mantled figure, kind of arms emerging the front of the cloak.
Oh,
The
what's
mantle
his face?
is-
Essek.
is looking up at the tree and the lights that are currently being strung across the canopy by
I want to
both
see his
Caduceus
reaction.
and Jester in a very precarious and dangerous way, as it is a very tall tree. You don't really have.
Is
the
he
light.
going to be like, that is insanely awesome? Like,
This is, you've certainly made it comfortable quickly.
Yeah.
he doesn't seem
making ourselves at home.
I can see
phased by it.
I've made a splash.
Do you want to stay for
I
dinner?
dig Essek. He's pretty
Caduceus
chill,
is
dude. So
probably
far,
whipping up
I said I'm
something
gonna like him till I
delicious and
have a
vegan.
reason not to,
No,
and
quite all right.
he's
I
been
have
pretty
some
chill.
Not wrong.
I dig
research
him.
to do, but I appreciate the offer.
You want a rain check?
Boy, your face just does not look as inviting as you think it does.
Oh, sorry. See your hand.
You want a
Sorry.
rain check?
What is the nature of
That's what I was thinking. She looks like she's coming out guns blazing. You want a rain check?
Make a persuasion check.
Do you want to come in for dinner?
Oh.
Want to eat some food? I love cooking for people.
My specialities.
Well, would you like to? Sorry. Would you like to take a break from your research and maybe just get a drink?
Start taking notes. It's like a Batman villain.
Look at it.
I'm all right.
All right.
But interesting. Definitely the first.
Do you know anything about our neighbors to the left, the family of Lord Bylan?
Ah, stuffy sort.
Yeah, not very talkative or friendly.
Lord Bylon.
Let's be real, you.
Yeah, the tree.
Let's be real,
By the
exactly.
way, I tried
That's
to
what I
ask,
was saying.
Just in case he
You
was
knock on
also
your
a member
neighbor's
of,
door.
Den Thalis.
Thalis.
He didn't volunteer what den he was a part of. Is that a faux pas?
Touchy subject.
Not particularly, no. But he is from Den Bylan.
Oh, is that what it is?
The surnames are
Oh, it's
adopted
just the
from
surnames.
But there's
Yeah.
4 dens, right? There's only 4 dens.
Got his own cell service. Okay.
Yeah, I thought there was
Three
limited
primary
dens
dens,
too.
and
And then
there are
there's many others.
Many dens.
Ah,
a
okay.
dozen dens.
Dozens and dozens.
Yeah, Bylan's not one of the main three, though. is he?
Den Dems, man.
All right. See, I misunderstood that too.
Thalis is one.
Do you know who lives? Who are other
I
neighbors?
love
are?
the way he talks as Essex.
But perhaps you know.
He talks
I'm
like
not too familiar with this neighborhood.
I'm a better than you kind of way,
Unbelievable.
but
Take an
also
insight check.
not like a dick.
He knows that there's
He's not like an arrogant
mercenaries in
person.
there, 11.
He kind of plays along
He
with
seems
us, but I feel like he
like he's
knows
looking
at all
around.
times, like
Not too
I'm
familiar.
kind of just entertaining you
'Cause
people,
I
and I'm probably better than you, but
don't
I
know.
dig what's going on,
don't live
kind
in
of
this
maybe.
area, so
Where do you live?
why do you have?
I was just. I
Like,
want
look at
to
him. He's
know,
just like so.
more about you, and get to know the place that we are living in at the moment. What neighborhood? I'm being very forward. I'm sorry. You don't have to tell me. Never mind.
What's your home address? Tell me your address and phone number.
Just throw it out there.
You don't have to, but if you want to write it down.
Most of my den live within the Lucid Bastion, but I spend a lot of my time either researching numismatic pursuits within the Bastion or within the conservatory.
Are those the main avenues for learning such?
They are the only avenues.
That's the only way. Look at it.
Why do you ask?
Why do you ask?
Well, I am
Why do you
a
ask?
big learner. I'm curious. I know that we are new here, but I am very interested in tutelage in this field.
Staring him
and
down.
You have
We're getting
been
a
privy
stare
to,
down over here.
Our conversations with your queen, and
Show me. Show me something impressive. Show me something at the height of your power. You are an arcanist, yes?
Do you wanna
Yeah.
go inside for this, like, or at least in the threshold of the
I
walls
think
and not be in the street?
if you are trained enough to be pursuing such things, that you would know the limits and the safety of your capabilities. So, show me.
a translucent cat floats just in front of Essex's face, and a gigantic claw flexes in front of Essex between me and him, and is interposing between me and him.
I immediately look around to see if anyone's watching.
What does he think of that? A lot of people are watching.
I mean,
This is the third weirdest thing that's happened.
Yeah, in all.
you guys have become the weird neighbors.
Not as
real
like,
fast.
do you really think a man
does one of
floating a
these.
cat claw is a problem right now? We have a freaking tree
And
twice
if I
the
might
size
ask,
of our house sticking out of the
What
roof.
is it that you're seeking? What is your ultimate goal? Anyone who pursues such magics to an extent has something that they wish to do.
I am
The
of
music is great.
middling
Something about it
experience
reminds
in
me of the
traditional
Ewok song.
sense. What I'm very curious about is the arcane here. in your country.
Yes.
Tell me it doesn't kind of sound like the end of Return of the Jedi.
Yes,
I
but
mean,
as you know,
it's very different, but
my
also
people
kind
are
of
perverting
similar.
your magic. And we wish to work with you to prevent that, as we have exhibited. And I wish to understand better so that I can better help.
Make one more persuasion check.
Ooh,
Come on, kid. Come on, KK.
Just a 12.
Just the 12?
Come on,
No,
KK.
I'll inspire you.
Okay. He looks over and goes, are you busy right now? And
I invited you twice, but yeah, go ahead, enter. Yeah.
Yes, it would be lovely
It
to
would be
have you
lo-
inside our home.
I mean,
I
yes.
wasn't asking you.
The cat's claw turns sideways and just one claw hooks into the door and pulls it open.
Ding, 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 ding.
Hi, everyone! We wake
Looks
up
up.
from the tree.
Sorry, I had
Getting out of the
to
hot
text
tub with yes.
my sisters. They're borrowing my car. I was supposed to be going to the city right now.
Put him
I'll
away.
explain why
Put
I'm
him
not.
away.
A slight bow. Willkommen.
He just kind of glides over and looks towards the closest thing there is to the study that you guys had set up at this time. Bit empty, but it could work.
Do you want that cocktail? Caduceus has been making something with turmeric.
Face,
It's really
face.
weird. It's a very refreshing cocktail.
That's hilarious.
Perfect.
I
for
literally
this
just started
nice
taking a
fall
ginger
breeze.
turmeric supplement. I was going to say substitute. Supplement.
Jesus Christ.
And
look at
that
See,
is
we're
one of the
fucking
reasons I'm not going to the city. And she just said it. I'll tell you after.
Hosting!
So,
Take that, hospitality.
That's why I keep texting on my phone.
Essek traces something in the air with his finger, and the slight glow emerges, and you watch from the glow as it pulls out and widens. A tome just apparates into his hand. His other hand comes out from the
Baller.
cloak and
He
flicks
is
through.
baller status.
Do you have means of copying? Let me teach you a few things.
Dope.
So
Essek is going to
he,
turn out to be
he
cooler
will teach
than
you
I
up to
already
3
thought he
spell
was.
levels of Dunamantic magic.
Shit. Don't
That's
smile.
friggin'
Don't
awesome.
get excited.
Stop flipping out.
Don't smile. That's
So
friggin'.
to
I'm
be
flipping out inside.
3 utility meager spells of Dunamancy. You have a few things at your disposal. There is also a few with a slight more kick. And, or one that is a little more of a influence, if you will. What is your interest?
We could get
Are you
3
interested
little
in things
ones,
such as
2 middle ones, or 1 biggin?
density?
Is that what we're saying here?
Gravity.
Or am I just
Things
crazy?
that manipulate
I'm also
the
crazy.
relationship between objects. Are you more interested in the bending of fate, destiny? Or
Ding, 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 ding.
Or do you wish to find ways to sap and scatter the potentiality of your enemy?
Let's go back 1.
I definitely think the first one's better than the second. Is that all our options?
Alright.
Or do we have more options? Look, I want to hear all the options out. But I definitely think the first one was the better of the 2.
We have.
I didn't think it was going there. I thought we were going to get
Offers
Essek
you
to be
these
like,
two.
Oh, shit crackers.
What is it? What is it?
Don't worry.
Oh,
He'll
never tell us.
don't worry, he'll never tell us. I'll never tell. Sam just sang it with me.
And so take the necessary time and the necessary cost of paper and ink to copy those spells into your spellbook.
Okay.
And when you complete, you can see there's plenty other spells in the book, but he watches you like a hawk, and every time you get interested to peek, you can sense his presence looming. And you gather you would not want to challenge that trust. Upon the completion of the secondary
I
spell,
wouldn't. This dude is being very
So,
kind.
the tome closes,
Let's
and you
not
watch as it kind of
rock
almost
the
seems to
boat.
spark and scatter away into nothing.
Ting, ting, ting.
Thank you.
Moscow Mule.
Ding, ding, ding.
I'm interested to see what you do with these.
I need a little bit of time.
Rudimentary, but they are the beginning building blocks.
This is a great.
It is a fantastic gift. I think that is
Maybe
amazing.
a time when I need to call the favor back in.
I honestly thought Essek was gonna go, yeah, real great magic, and like almost laugh or
do you think?
maybe not insult us, but be
look at the
like,
tree.
I'm way better. I am Essek.
I'm fine. And it's not bad. Unique, is that turmeric?
Caduceus calls it a white Jorhassian.
A white Jorhassian. It's like a white
Mildly
Russian.
racist, but
I'm not a racist, but a white Jorhassian.
the room gets real, like, just quiet and awkward for a moment. It goes,
Rough choice.
Wow.
Pure intentions.
enjoy the rest of your evening. And he leaves on that note.
I really would have leaned with a turmeric or not to
I'm
turmeric.
not a racist, and then leaves.
Going for the Lebowski pull.
Yeah,
I felt
yeah.
no,
White?
I'm aware. Yeah.
Yeah.
My college years, thank you.
I did a thing today, I know.
Turmeric.
I did a thing today. Yeah.
I'm excited about this shirt.
Hot.
So, getting that again slowly. And we'll say, after the shopping is complete and Ford, you've completed a run of some of your work at the city. You
Gotta be
return,
ending soon.
Open the door to your chambers, and Caleb is there, patiently waiting.
God damn it.
Sorry.
Oh, that's right. Caleb is in the room.
I can help you out with that if you
Caleb
wish.
came to chill.
What can I do for you?
Why have you been talking to us with a fake accent for months?
He's actually bringing it up.
I'm
Great.
sorry.
This came up in Talks
I've
Machina.
heard you do it a few
And
times.
Danny's
I've heard
like,
a different.
Stop
voice
pretending you're not
come
doing
out of
it. He just pretends, obviously,
A different
intentionally. He's like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, Ford. A different voice.
I'm afraid you got me a little lost.
I don't think so. I am talking to you as one accomplished liar to another.
I like to stare down.
What do you want me to say here?
I'd like to know why your accent changes.
I held on to my
Pretty
garbage
clear
for a
cut
long
here, sir.
time.
If you
You
are
don't
aware
know
of it,
all of it, and
I would
am
like to
willing
know.
to tell you more. I would feel better knowing who you are,
this is Ford's chance
because I don't trust
to
that
communicate about everything.
I will tell you more if you want. I will go first, if it'll make it easier for you, or you consider it a better trade.
Marisha's like right in the middle of this
We have bound
stare
ourselves
down
together.
conversation.
And I feel like I know this group pretty well. I know Yasha better than you, and she never fucking says anything.
I love you, Ashley.
So do I.
So do I. We love you. We just know about you through nothing. No speak.
What do you think? We're going to chase you out of here? Run you off? I find it hard to believe that anything you tell me, maybe I'm wrong, but is worse than what is inside my head.
Oh no, I don't think that's it at all. It is not in me to speak about myself. It appears the same is true for you. I found myself reinvented when I woke up on that shore. When I wake up at night, spitting up water, it's reminders of a time when the rest of my life no longer mattered, didn't apply. I didn't care for that life. Didn't care for me.
We are slow rolling the story. I hope he tells us something of importance. We have like 5 minutes.
I prefer to leave it in the past. It's not that I'm hiding anything from you. I don't want to bring things from my old life into this one.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Caleb could relate.
I can sound like many people do many things.
Yeah, but it's just been the one that I've heard. When you think no one is listening. Is that your past?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
All right, so at least we know.
I've dealt heavily with my past. And I worry now more than ever that it is nipping at my heels. Do you have worries like that? Do you feel like your past will come back to bite you, or it is just painful and you wish to shun it? Because that is the main reason I ask. This is our family now. And we are looking out for each other. And I have told all of you something I am very ashamed of. Because I worry about you all.
Yeah, this is,
And maybe I just want to know.
It does, I mean, hey, just because one person is comfortable.
Worried about something like that as well.
Doesn't mean another should be. I mean, hey, it's
I want to
forward,
know
I guess.
what's at my back.
You are right. You have.
It looks like he
been very
wants to say. It looks like Travis's face
I
is like.
admire that.
I'm like, I
Especially
want to
given
tell
what
you
you've
I'm
told
this
us.
close.
There is nothing that nips at my heels or is at my back that is of danger to anyone else in this group.
Look at Liam's face.
I appreciate you wanting to know more.
I can't imagine that's true based on
I
the
almost
secrecy.
resent you for telling us as much as you have. Anyone for sharing their.
That's kind of
pain.
what I was just saying. Just because Caleb is comfortable
Seems like the last thing I would ever
exposing
want to
himself,
do.
so to speak,
And to see it done with such
doesn't mean everyone is comfortable or would want to.
conviction, resistance. I'll try. Give me some time.
At least we brought it to the surface. And I am
I
pleased
do
with
not
my
want to
choice
share
of
this
Caleb.
with the group.
Even though I saw them on the thumbnail, I think Caleb's been pretty.
I feel like sometimes you
evolved
hold on
this
to things
episode.
that make you who you are, and if you lose those things, you can fall free.
I have had those same thoughts for a long time. We can remake ourselves into something better.
Yeah, that's what I thought I was doing. I promise you, here and now, there is no danger from my past. I like this me. I love it.
I mean, I
If I would
believe
have
what he's
my way,
saying.
none of you would ever know
I just-
anything about who I was before, and I mean that.
Maybe he was just like a.
I find myself on my heels in this room. Please understand, I am not trying to be deceptive.
The
Just
only
let
thing I
me
can think of, if you're not in danger
figure
based on
out
your
how the
past,
fuck
but
to
you're
say it, and let me come
not wanting to talk about your
you,
past, you were
and I
like
will feel
probably a
less
pushover.
like I have been, less like I've had something taken from me. Let me find a way to tell you. Please.
Travis's way out was, you're right.
That's fair.
but give me my chance to prove or to tell you my way.
The only reason
And the
people
fair
know
thing to
this
say
group
is,
know
all right,
anything
what are you
about
going
me
to
is
force
because
him?
I am
At least he
crazy.
came clean that all right, you're right, something's up.
I
Don't worry, it won't
actually don't
hurt
think
you.
you're crazy. You're one of the more put together people I know.
Maybe
At
now.
least that's what I see.
All right.
It's what you show.
Okay, agreed.
Thank you for, I was gonna say caring.
That's accurate. Give me a hand.
Look at Marisha.
I'm not a good person, but we are friends.
Yeah.
We are friends.
We are friends.
I was half thinking he was going to do something with the
To be
handshake.
continued.
Half of me literally thought he was going to go
Fire and water mixing.
and then cast something. Like I cast tell me everything on you. That's a spell. Tell me everything. That we're way I mean it's got to
You
be
guys are
ending.
Putting the finishing
Because we're already
touches.
over the hour.
You were filling out the training room. You were finishing out your alchemical components. I don't know what you're doing right now.
Practicing smiling.
Yeah, we're going on a
Practicing
bender.
smiling.
Going on a
Nugget
bender.
while I paint him a dog face.
There you
Figuring out that wasn't turmeric.
Figuring out that
Ran out of
wasn't
turmeric a
turmeric.
while ago, so I don't know what you used. I rolled a d20, man.
That's pop rocks.
That's Pop Rocks. I
perception check
don't
for me.
know.
Oh.
Who?
Oh, God.
Oh, Ford?
Oh, God. Could be bad.
Under his eye.
Not great. 8.
8. Okay.
That ain't great.
We're gonna go to break.
I don't like that at all.
What do you not see?
Spies everywhere.
It's always what you don't see.
So we'll be back here in a few minutes. We're gonna take a quick little break here.
It's the people that I painted in the room.
We do have
I don't like the way that
I was like,
ended.
are you a wormwood giveaway for the evening?
Oh,
This awesome
well,
figured myrtle tabletop tray here.
Figured
Beautiful wood
myrtle.
online leather interior from our friends at Wormwood. Expertly
that's,
crafted.
I'm
Going Tony,
pretty
looking
sure,
those
isn't
out
that the
there
one that Brian gave
tonight.
away with the last Talks Machina?
Password is
He said
patron.
it's something different, I feel like.
Patron.
Unless it's a different wood.
So go ahead and enter it once in the chat on the Twitch. More than that, you'll be disqualified. Once again, only US and Canada, excluding Quebec, because of stupid laws. But we'll come back here shortly with a winner. See you guys in a second.
All right, guys, that's it for episode 62, campaign 2, Domestic Respite. I was going to say Respite. I even looked and I'm like, Domestic Respite. That's not very pleasing at the end. Ford rolls A8 and Matt is like, all right, we're going to break. Does that mean we didn't see or know what is coming? And nothing is coming? I have to assume something's coming at this point. Because it could just be like, all right, you didn't get to see or know what was happening, and then we just pick up from where we left off. Or something is about to happen, but we're in our house. Like, the only thing that could happen, it's dealing with Ford. So I can only imagine the only thing that would be happening dealing with him is something with Ukatoa. I really dig that I wore my Caleb shirt. I said I felt like this would be like a Caleb-centric episode just because we're all chilling out. I think we're all going to like take our places. And Caleb has a library. Yeza and Veth, aka Not, have their alchemist lab. Not made a lot of stuff. We got smoke bombs. We got icky bags. We got firing flare bolts. Spent a lot of gold. Yasha paid for the enchantment of the bracers, which I honestly think she should do. We don't spend a whole lot of money as far as Yasha goes. We don't spend a whole lot of money. She's giving money to everybody else to, you know, accomplish what they need to do because she's probably always carrying large amounts. We end up finding out she's got about 455 left after giving what she gave to Caduceus's, you know, whatever the heck he was doing with the gardens and the trees and the lights and everything. Ford lent her the remainder. We gave 1,000 as a deposit. We have 10 weeks to come back to give the other 2,000, or we can come back sooner, give some more coin, maybe get another enchanter and hurry the process. I don't know how that's going to work out. I guess we got to play it by ear because we don't know where we're going to be and when we're going to be there again. What if we like go off on a mission and we have no choice? They also said, if you don't come back in the 10 weeks, you forfeit your $1,000 deposit. I keep saying dollars, it's gold, but you forfeit your 1,000 gold deposit. We can come earlier, but we can't come later. And we already gave the deposit, so we got no choice at this point. That's Yasha's end. I think she should have done it. Am I wrong? Did we not get the specifics? I don't think they said exactly what it would do. I'm assuming they are figuring it's going to give us the best boost to our defense possible. We didn't really ask. I would have been like, maybe it wasn't. I didn't hear it or I missed it. But I feel like it's got to be at least a +2 or a 3 on defense or armor class, I should say. Like Bo got +2 with attack. Or, hers was armor class too, right? With her bracer. So it's probably going to be about the same thing, I'm guessing. Caleb says, I'm going to sit in the room. I'm waiting for Ford. I had to assume he was going to confront him about the whole thing. He says flat out, what's with your accent? Stop screwing around. I need to know if you have problems that are following you that are going to be like on our heels, nipping at our heels. Ford makes it pretty clear. Nothing's going to put anybody in danger from my past. I have to assume he means prior to the whole waking up on the beach thing, because from there on, I feel a lot of that could endanger us. But either way, he's saying, don't worry, nothing can endanger you. If that is the case, then what are you hiding from? Because if Caleb is able to say what he said and you're not, I don't see why he just doesn't come clean, because at this point, you're all very close friends that have been together for like a long time, or at least battling it out for life and death reasons. At what point do you trust these people that you can't even tell this man who is like right in your face, come clean so we all get this shit on the table and we can communicate? That was Ford's chance to be like, all right, here's the deal. And even if that wasn't dangerous, we know him losing his powers and not fulfilling in his goal of getting Ukatoa, the third orb, is a big deal. I think Ford, I mean, maybe he's got his reasons. Better be a good reason, because that was his chance to come clean, at least with Caleb. And he just was like, listen, give me the chance to tell you on my own time. I'll tell you you're right, and that'll be good enough for now, and then whatever. But I'm like, that's frustrating, but I don't know what it is. Until I know what it is, I can't really, with 100%, say whether or not he should say something. I've talked for a while. You guys want to see more of what I do? In the description of every video is a link for Patreon. You'll see these in full, unedited. The Patreon are exclusive for every episode of Campaign 2. Vox Machina Season 1 and 2. Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Purse of Interest, Legend of Korra, Death Note, hundreds of other shows and movies, seasons ahead of what you're seeing on YouTube. Check the link in the description for Patreon. If not, comments down below. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.